body of the caseworker was now their problem. As far as Sina and Old Tom were concerned, any adoption agency so inept that they couldn't keep track of their deliveries had had their chance with me. Now the fates had put me with them, and I was their problem. Tom, go into Victoria and buy diapers and baby furniture and bottles and formula and anything else that occurs to you. I will take Franny and show her the house. Sina showed me the first floor with the parlor, the library, the kitchen, the dining and living rooms with their big fireplaces, the sunroom, and the attached greenhouse, which is really Old Tom's domain, even though it is in the house, which is Sina's domain. Then up to the second floor with the 4 bedrooms. 2 of those face the south and the sea. They belong to Sina and Old Tom. Although they are married, you would be forgiven for thinking they were distant cousins or something, because they are both in their own little worlds most of the time, and Old Tom is a foot shorter than Sina, which seems strange in a husband-wife situation somehow. I mean, you can't choose the height of other people, but you'd think people sizing up prospective spouses would, in the back of their minds, be looking for someone nearer their own height, if only to make kissing more convenient. Or, at most, having the man taller by a foot than the woman. I believe it's really very unusual the other way around. But Sina is rather tall for a woman, and Old Tom is a bit on the short side for a man, although neither is freakishly so. In addition, Sina is all caught up in her sculpting and Old Tom in his gardens, and when they sit across from each other at the little kitchen table, both just having happened to find themselves there in the late afternoon for a cup of tea, they often hardly seem to notice each other. I have come across them contemplatively eating biscuits and staring moodily out the window to the sea, and if I say hello, they turn to me and answer, "Hello, Franny," and then seem to suddenly notice each other and jump. I'm used to it, but other people might find it odd, is all I'm saying. Anyway, I have a bedroom facing the back with one window from which I can just see the ocean where it curves around toward Beachy Head. I get the sunsets from there. And then there's an empty bedroom, and up 1 floor from there are 6 small maids' rooms. But no maids. And an attic storage room. It's quite the Victorian wedding cake of a house. There's the bathroom with a clawfoot tub on the 2nd floor, and the bathroom with a regular tub on the 3rd floor. But no toilets. Because the house is Victorian, running water is a recent addition, but Old Tom and Sina never put in toilets or electricity. I asked Old Tom about this once, and he said by the time they were done with the commotion of putting in the running water and workmen everywhere, they hadn't had the heart for it. I can quite understand. We have always led a wonderfully peaceful life, never bothered by family, friends, or visitors. So the intrusion of the running water people must have been dreadful, but it was all done before I joined them. Sina said thank goodness it was, too, because after I got there, diapers became, for a time, the story of her life. Finally, on top, there is the cupola, which has wide windows on all 4 sides and which just sat there unused until I claimed it. Out back, Sina has a sculpture studio where she works all day. Old Tom works in his gardens and on the farm, and of course there's the daily care of the animals with which we all help. 20 leghorn chickens, 2 plow horses, 5 Jersey cows, and a bull. Pigs coming and pigs going, which means don't get too attached to the pigs. Pigs are very smart. Smarter than dogs, some people say. And let's face it, you don't want anything of great intelligence looking up at you from your dinner plate. It doesn't seem to bother Old Tom too terribly, but then you'd never know. He isn't one to suffer visibly. From every room in the house except the extra bedroom and 4 of the maids' rooms and the parlor, you can see the ocean. The property is in Souk on the coast of Vancouver Island in British Columbia and called East Souk Farm. We are close to British Columbia's capital, Victoria, and so Victoria is the city we use when we need one, which isn't often. From my cupola, with my telescope, I can see whales. Orcas and humpbacks, and occasionally a gray whale that has gone missing from its friends while making its migration down the west coast of North America, mistakenly taking a detour and floundering up the Juan de Fuca Strait. Quite often, all you see is it spouting. Gray whales can stay under for a long time.